Hello everyone, it's Christine of Twinkle Plans Her Day. Today I'm going to do a review of the Zebra Click Art pens. I saw these on Facebook the other day and I immediately went to order them. They are so adorable. This is a pack of 12. This is the light collection. There are 3 different sets. This is the light. They also come in dark and then standard. I decided on just one of them. I didn't want to go overboard. I wanted to check them out before I ordered the other packs. And after the review, I'll let you know what I decide to do. These were the most, these are like more like a pastel rainbows. The standard ones is more like traditional primary rainbow, and the dark one is more like a metallic. They're not metallic, but they just seem like a darker tones. So this was the set that I thought matched my personality most, so I got it, and I'm gonna let you know what I feel about it. Let's do some swatches, and then I'm gonna go over some other, I'm gonna compare them to Sharpies and Mildliners and talk about that as well. So this is the order. I like keeping my pens in nice order. You open the package. This was less than $15 off of Amazon. So there is no bleeding. I already did a spread. Let me show you the spread that I did with it. I made a little journaling spread using it, a rainbow journaling spread. The problem I had was that there was no orange in my pack. So I used another orange for this so that I can have orange, and it doesn't quite go, but you can't really tell. I used these pens, these colored pens that I have, and I would have used these totally, but I lost my yellow, and I remember yellow being perfect. This was, I got in Europe like years ago, like probably 10 years ago, and I still love them and they still work. But I wanted to try these click pens. So they didn't have orange. I'll show you the pack so you can see. And there's no bleeding at all. See, right here, there's absolutely none whatsoever, just so you know that coming into it. So as you can see the colors, there's no orange. This looks orange, but it's really yellow. And then this is kind of, you'll see, I'm just gonna swatch them all right now. So you can see it comes with this little plastic thing keeping them all in place. So I'm gonna take that out and start with the blue. I'm just gonna write hello. So you can see it's a felt tip, a really fine felt tip marker is basically what it is. And there seems to be a lot of ink. There you go. There's the blue and it clicks, which is so, I really like that feature that you don't have to worry about caps. It writes very smoothly, seems to be a lot of ink coming out of them. This one you don't really see very much. I'll show you closer to the camera. And there's another problem I had. 2 of the inks, of the pens matched too close, like they almost look the same. I couldn't even tell the difference between them. I think it's the next one. You'll see. So I'll show you a little closer. This and this are so similar that it's kind of redundant to me to make an extra pen color for that. I mean, now that I see it in the light, I can sort of tell, but not really. I mean, it's not worth making a separate pen for. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. They could have put an orange instead. I'm sure there's an orange in the other packs, but I'm still on the fence as to whether I want to get another pack of these, because I don't know if I actually write other than black often enough. All right, so this is the peach. You barely see that. Another redundant color here. Like, we really don't need that. I'm never going to use this one. Then we have this cute pink. That is a bright pink. And this is the red, which really looks so similar to the pink. It's not a true red. I guess if you get the rainbow pack or the standard pack, which is more of a rainbow, you'll get more of a red. I prefer this to a red anyway, but oh, here's one more. This could be a red. This is probably the red. Yes, I'm sorry. Well, actually, it's pink. And all of these colors are just so similar again. This is the one I used for my spread because I thought it looked most like red. It really resembles the Mildliner, but I'm going to compare them in a second. And we have this purple. I did like the purples. It's more like a magenta. And then like a darker one, you'll see. Not really darker, more like a different shade. I love the choice of purples here. And then we have this brown, which I haven't tried yet. So there you go. I'm going to show you up close the different colors. I hope that you can see with the light. And again on the back, absolutely no bleed. So they don't smudge at all. And the tips are very fine. So you can use them to write. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get that. There you go. I'm sorry to, so you can write. They're kind of like Crayola markers, but very, very thin. So like they're felt tip markers. So now I'm going to compare them to the tips of the Mildliners. Here, this is the orange one. I'll put it next to the, see how thick? See the difference? This is very thick. And you wouldn't be able to write in your planner, your plans with the fine tip of the Mildliner. And this is the other colors. So I do like them overall. I'm a little disappointed in some of the colors, but that's going to come with any pack like the Mildliner. I just bought a new set of Mildliners, and I'm not going to use all these colors. This particular yellow is too neon for me, and I think this blue as well. No, that's the good blue. It's this blue that I never liked, or this orange. The other packs I had from Mildliners were like the separate packs of 5. This one is the 15 count. I never had this one. I do like this one because most of the colors here are the ones that I use the most. So there we go. I'm going to put that aside. What else did I want to do? I wanted to show you, oh yes, the Sharpie versus the Mildliners. Now, here are the new Sharpie SNotes. They're called creative markers. Very similar to the Mildliners in that they have a chiseled tip. Now they're not double tipped like the Mildliners, but they're trying to duplicate the Mildliners with that chiseled tip. So I did a little rundown. This is, I want to keep this in order because it's very deceiving the color that it is versus the colors of the caps. So I like to know that I wrote top row and then bottom row. So I know that this is the first one. And if I wanted this color, I know to count 5 across from here, and that will get that color. And on the top, the same for the top row. So I love the variation of colors. But the tips were, I'll show you the difference with the tips. This, actually that flowed very smoothly. I didn't get that impression my first time using Mildliners, that it flowed very smoothly. But the tips of the Mildliners are slightly bigger. And I do like that more of the real estate of that you're covering each time. It's very slight. Most people may not even notice, but I did. And I feel like the Mildliners flow smoothly, and they are more mild, actually. Hence the name. They're very soft on the page, and the Sharpies tend to be to pop more. As you can see, especially here, the Mildliners are very pastel-like and soft. Let me move that so you can see a little bit better. I think the camera is a little deceiving here. In real life, you see it a lot more that the Mildliners are soft, so I do still prefer the Mildliners. However, I do not regret my purchase because there are a couple of colors here that I would not have gotten or noticed, and now I can make different color combinations using 1 or 2 of the Sharpies and incorporate them into my Mildliner spreads. But I do prefer Mildliner, and I don't think this was completely necessary of a purchase. But if you'd like a full review, I totally recommend watching Erica's review, Erica Canant on YouTube. She did a fantastic review of the Sharpie SNotes, and that's what convinced me to go out and buy them. I'm glad I have them because I do love pens. I'm a pen person, but I do prefer the Mildliners, just so you know, and I'm very excited to get my new set because even after 2, I'm just starting to run out of ink out of a lot of these, and glad to have my new set. So I haven't even opened it yet. I'm like super excited to open it. So that's my review. I do like my Click Art pens. I do think $15 is a decent price for it. I do like the yellow. I like that you can see the yellow, that it's not completely washed out like this peach color. I probably won't use them all the time because I do like black pen on my spreads, but it's nice to have that choice. So there, and I do think it's a beautiful pen. It's just a beautiful, aesthetically pleasing pen. So practical, feels good on the hand, smooth and clean. Very modern style. So I do love, just for aesthetic purposes. Now, if you're going to take pictures with them, it's hard because they move around. They don't stay. Like a Mildliner will just stay on the page. You can just turn the cap so that it rests on the edge of the cap there, so you know it's not going to move. But if you do that with the click art, you put it down and there's nothing really holding it up except for this thing, which is incorporated into, you can't move it. And when it goes down, you can't see the logo. So if I wanted it to stay, I would have to put it against something, and even that would be difficult. See, I can't even make it. I would have to have it against something to keep it so that you'd be able to see the logo in a picture. So that would be annoying. But that's the, oh, it's staying now. Oh, no, it's not. So that's the, if I put them against on a spread, like there's no telling where they're gonna land. You know what I mean? So it would be hard to take a nice, aesthetically pleasing shot of these pens, but I do love them. So that's my review. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments down below. I'll definitely get back to you as soon as possible about these. Remember, there's 3 different sets. You can also buy this all of them together. There's a pack of 36. But unless you're like really into coloring, adult coloring, I don't think it's really necessary to have all 36 colors, since 2 of the colors I think here are redundant or totally a waste. So that's my review. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can catch me on Instagram at twinkleplansherday, and you'll see how I'll be using these in the future. I have so many ideas. Thanks so much for watching.